What if one of Coco Gauff's former coaches just exposed the biggest problem in women's tennis? A statement that has fans debating across the tennis world. Why does the ATP continue to dominate global attention while the WTA still struggles in key areas? And what does this mean for Coco Gauff, Iga Swiatek, Aryna Sabalenka, and the future of women's tennis? Today, we're breaking down the powerful comments from Coco Gauff's former coach, and why many believe this conversation could change the sport forever. Stay with us, because the final takeaway may completely change how you view the WTA. The debate surrounding men's and women's professional tennis has resurfaced after former Coco Gauff coach Brad Gilbert shared his thoughts on what separates the ATP Tour from the WTA. Gilbert, one of the most respected voices in tennis and a coach who helped guide Coco Gauff during one of the most successful periods of her young career, believes the difference isn't about talent. Instead, he argues it's about consistency, depth, and week-to-week competitiveness. And that opinion has sparked an intense discussion among tennis fans. According to Gilbert, the ATP Tour has an extraordinary level of depth. On the men's side, almost every tournament features players capable of upsetting the biggest stars. Whether it's Carlos Alcaraz, Jannik Sinner, Novak Djokovic, Alexander Zverev, or Taylor Fritz, no match feels predictable. Lower-ranked players constantly push the elite to their limits. That relentless competition raises the overall standard of the ATP Tour. Studio microphone. Gilbert suggested that the WTA still has room to grow in this area. While women's tennis has incredible stars, including Coco Gauff, Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, Jessica Pegula, Elena Rybakina, and rising talents like Mira Andreeva, the level of week-to-week consistency isn't always the same. Fans often witness unexpected early-round exits. Top seeds can lose in the opening matches of tournaments, and championship favorites sometimes struggle to maintain momentum throughout the season. Gilbert believes creating greater consistency across the entire field would elevate the WTA even further. Studio microphone. Of course, many fans strongly disagree. Supporters argue that unpredictability is actually one of the WTA's greatest strengths. Unlike tournaments where the same few players dominate every week, women's tennis often produces fresh champions and exciting breakthrough stories. That uncertainty keeps fans guessing. Every tournament feels open. Every match carries genuine drama. For many viewers, that's exactly what makes the WTA exciting. Studio microphone. Coco Gauff herself is a perfect example. Over the past few seasons, she has transformed from a teenage sensation into one of the biggest stars in world tennis. She has captured Grand Slam titles, won major WTA events, climbed to the top of the rankings, and become one of the most recognizable athletes in the sport. But her journey hasn't always been smooth. She's experienced heartbreaking losses, unexpected defeats, and periods where critics questioned whether she could consistently compete at the highest level. Instead of backing down, Gauff continued improving every aspect of her game. Her serve became stronger, her forehand more reliable, her confidence grew, and her mental toughness reached another level. Studio microphone. Brad Gilbert played an important role during that development. Known for his tactical brilliance, Gilbert helped Gauff become smarter on the court. Rather than relying only on power and athleticism, she learned how to build points more patiently. She developed better match management. She became more composed under pressure. Those improvements helped her compete against the world's very best. Even after their coaching partnership ended, Gilbert has continued speaking positively about Gauff's work ethic and potential. Studio microphone. The larger question, however, extends beyond one player. How can the WTA continue growing its global audience? Some experts believe more long-term rivalries would help. Think of legendary battles such as Federer versus Nadal, Djokovic versus Nadal, or Serena Williams versus Maria Sharapova. Those iconic matchups helped define generations of tennis. Today's WTA certainly has the talent to create similar rivalries. Imagine years of Coco Gauff battling Aryna Sabalenka, or Coco facing Iga Swiatek in multiple Grand Slam finals, or the next generation led by Mira Andreeva challenging the current champions. Those storylines could captivate fans for years. Studio microphone. Marketing also plays a significant role. The ATP has successfully built recognizable personalities and compelling narratives around many of its biggest stars. The WTA has made impressive progress in recent years as well. Social media engagement continues to grow. Attendance at major tournaments is increasing, and television audiences remain strong during the biggest events. Still, many analysts believe there is even greater potential waiting to be unlocked. As for Coco Gauff, she remains one of the central figures shaping that future. At just a young age, she has already achieved milestones that many players only dream about. Yet many believe her best tennis is still ahead. If she continues developing and adding more Grand Slam titles to her resume, she could become one of the defining faces of modern tennis. Whether Gilbert's comments prove completely accurate or not, they have certainly reignited an important conversation. How can the WTA continue evolving? What lessons can it learn from the ATP? And what unique strengths should it preserve instead of changing? Those questions will likely remain at the center of tennis discussions for years to come. So, what do you think? Do you agree with Coco Gauff's former coach that the ATP still has something the WTA lacks? Or do you believe the unpredictability and competitiveness of women's tennis actually make it even more exciting? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest tennis news, Coco Gauff updates, Grand Slam coverage, and exclusive stories from around the tennis world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Tennis Fire.